Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Won the G1 over Evil in the finals. And the match went 26 minutes. For about the first 10 minutes, it was just House of Torture interfering. And finally, they got rid of him. And we got like a 15-minute straight-up match between Takeshita and Evil. And it was pretty fucking great. I mean...
Well, Takeshita's selling is fantastic.
Yeah, but Evil was also great in this match.
Yeah.
When he's just out there wrestling...
Well, he's a good wrestler.
He was. This was very good. They had a lot of great near falls at the end. A very, very split crowd. I mean, there were people chanting for Evil. Every time he went for his finish, they chanted as loud as they could. I mean,
a lot of it was mixed though.
It was a very 50-50 reaction.
It was a little more for Evil
there in that main event.
It was a little more for Evil than Takeshita, but I still felt watching it. And it was a very good match. I just, from the semifinals. I mean, really, the whole last week, it really hit me. Just they're in worse shape than I thought, and a lot of that is the booking. They've leaned into the wrong things. The attendance is way down. The attendance for the last two nights was to me very disappointing. I mean, they had 6,800 for the G1 finals. I mean, they during the pandemic they may have had a number like less than that. I mean, they had a better tour than during the pandemic, but it was worse than every other G1. And all the things that they needed to do to get this thing going. It's like, man, you do not. It should be so simple. Parody booking is great when the company's on fire, no doubt about it. You get a whole bunch of guys, and you don't know who's going to win, and you got a whole bunch. If you get a whole bunch of guys over, like when they did parody booking, when they had Omega and Ibushi and Ishii and Tanahashi and Okada and Jay White and that freaking those loaded G1s, yeah, that's great. Right now, you need to make stars, and they didn't do that at all. I mean, the guy who went over was Takeshita, who's an AEW guy, and that's the reason that Evil got a lot of cheers. They don't. It's not that they're what it is they're basically down to the super loyal New Japan fans, and to them, as great as Takeshita is, and he's better than anyone that they got. The reality is, to them, they want their authentic guy. And to them, Evil's there all the time. And Takeshita's an AEW guy who came in. And they didn't want him winning the tournament. I think they loved that he was in the tournament. I mean, when they announced the tournament, he got the biggest pop of anybody. But, I mean, when it came down to it, a lot of the crowd, not all of it by any means, but a lot of the crowd, they did not want the outsider winning. It was interesting. They announced at the DDT show, which was going on at the same time as G1, during the show they made an announcement that Takeshita just won the G1, and the place went crazy there. It'll be interesting if Takeshita's on the show and how much they make of it on Wednesday, because AEW should use this to boost him. He also said that he wants his title shot before. So that may be like October, like with Zach last year, and not be, Zach and Takeshita at the Tokyo Dome. They split the two matches, Takeshita beat Zach in the semifinals. They had a great match. I think their match in the tournament was actually better than their semifinal. But, again, Takeshita's big thing in his last several matches with Narita Finlay, Zach, and with Evil, is that his knees are shot, and because of that, he didn't do as many moves as he usually does. He was mostly limping, selling. It was great. They did a spot where he collapsed during It's Evil, which I thought was very clever, doing that. But he did come back and got the clean win, but it's like I watched that main event, the final, and I was just like, it was just like, this doesn't feel like a G1 final. And they did all this shit early. I mean, again, the match was really good, but there's always good matches, and I just thought Evil wasn't the right guy to be in there, especially because when you have Evil, you got to do all that stuff early, and then it doesn't feel like a G1 final. The semifinal with Evil and Yota Tsuji, I thought, for what it was, you know, it's like if it was a match on a regular show, it would have been fine. You know, typical. I mean, it wouldn't have been great. It wouldn't have been great even then, but it would have been fine. To me, semifinal of the G1, that match sucked.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.